Hope this email finds you well. Overworked and Underplayed is a not safe for work Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast about a group of young professionals from the real world who find themselves transported to a strangely familiar place full of fantasy and magic. See attached for episode description and content warning. Thanks for listening.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
Hey, do you have a second?
Of course,
oh,
yeah.
Cool. Cool. Awesome. I'm glad you can make time for me. Earlier, I really have a lot that's on my plate and on my mind, and I just really need someone to listen. So I'm glad you're here. So first of all, we had this thing where we were going after this guy, and there were pirates in his office, and we didn't know what to do, and no one was listening to me because I asked us to sneak in, and then they just barged right in there, and then a fucking bomb went off, and no one could hear me, or at least I think they couldn't. Maybe they were just pretending not to listen. Of course, I don't know at this point. And then Richard, he almost died. And I just, I had to freaking save him. And then freaking Taylor and Bentley, they're off doing their own thing. And I don't understand why we would ever separate. No one listened to me in this situation because I said we should all hang out together. But no, of course not. And then there was a boat. And then we saw our guy that we were looking for. And he was on this boat. And then they went after him. And I, of course, it's me picking up everybody's mess all of the time.
Excuse me.
What? You're supposed to be listening to me.
Of course, customer's always right.
Okay.
I meant like food or beverage.
What? This is therapies, right? This is where people come to talk about their problems?
No, this is Therapies. It's my bar. My name is Gavin Therapy.
I find that silly. So we're just gonna keep going. So anyway.
Greetings! I'm Alex Capps, your district manager or DM, and this is Overworked and Underplayed, a D&D podcast for young professionals by young professionals. Today's icebreaker: what is your favorite part about Halloween?
What up? It's your boy Marcel Hardy playing Richard Cox, a human consultant turned halfling bard who wholly believes it's better to be lucky than good, but it's best to be both. And Richard's favorite part of Halloween is the age-old question of, is it Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces?
It's Reese's Pieces.
No, it's not.
Reese's Pieces.
It's Reese's Pieces.
No, it's Reese's. You started something, and I'm gonna die on this hill. There is literally an apostrophe in the first name. Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, it's Reese's Pieces.
Well, hello. My name is Annalyn Hardy, and I play Taylor Jacobs, a centaur barbarian with a heart of gold. And her favorite Halloween is when everyone in the office dresses up because everyone looks so cute, and then she hopes that she gets invited to drinks afterwards.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie and I play Crystal, the Drow Druid, with her very own MLM, Crystal Clarity. And her favorite part of Halloween is that it's the Mean Girls rule where you can dress up as anything and be as slutty as you want and no one can judge you for it.
Hey, I'm Marjorie. I play Amy and Amanda, a basic B rough and tumble human fighter with a freshly minted dentistry degree. There's a lot about Halloween that Amy Ann loves. One is seeing all the little kids trick-or-treating in their cute little costumes. The other is getting together every Halloween. Her family has a big bash and they all have, bob for apples. They have make s'mores and all of that. It's a really lovely little thing they get together. That's when they have that kind of closed door party after everybody's graduated from the dentistry college. But I haven't, she hasn't been in one of those yet, but she's hoping to next year.
I'm Tyler. I play the IT paladin known as Bentley, and Bentley doesn't like Halloween.
At all?
Nope.
It's too scary.
I'm calling shenanigans. Everyone likes Halloween.
I don't like Halloween.
What? Let's see. Hi, everyone. I'm Alex Capps, your DM or district manager. And as the DM, my favorite part of Halloween is reminding people that Halloween has fewer pagan traditions than Christmas.
Hey listeners, this show is made possible by the support of our awesome patrons. In addition to a thank you for their support, our patrons get an ad-free listening experience and access to exclusive bonus content. In the weeks between episodes, our patrons are getting an extra show where we recap episodes and talk about some of our favorite moments. For more details about what you can get by supporting us on Patreon, check us out at patreon.com/ownuppod.
All right, so when we last left off, you guys were treading water, and two of you had made it onto the ship, kind of. Well, no, you're on the ship now, fully. So we're going to go back to the ones treading water, and Crystal was thinking mermaid, mermaid, mermaid. All right, what'd you get for your D100?
40.
40 is going to get you a... not quite a mermaid. Taylor and Amy Ann, you would see as Crystal just kind of poofs, and she disappears below the water.
Crystal, can she swim?
I mean, I thought she could.
Okay.
And then
She's sinking. Can we see something sinking?
so it's nighttime, so you guys aren't going to be able to see in the water very well. Crystal, you feel very sleek and aquadynamic, and you now have a swim speed of 50 feet.
Whoa.
Wow.
Can we bracelet? Be like, are you okay, Crystal? Where did you go?
So you would hear the bracelet.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm good. I was hoping for a mermaid. I don't know what... I think I'm a mermaid? Maybe I'm a mermaid. I'm pretty sure I'm a mermaid.
So you can't really see yourself. Are you going to try to surface?
Yes.
Okay, so as you pop your head back up, or what you think is your head, back up above water, Taylor, you and Amy Ann see a giant stingray.
I was hoping it was an eel.
It's actually pretty cool.
Crystal, this is actually perfect. Swim backwards into the boat.
And as she pops up, you just see like the little stingray mouth on the bottom just kind of moving while she's talking to you.
Oh my god, it's so
I'm vertical in the water, so
Yeah.
you can see my mouth.
It's so cute, but also weird. Is that you, Crystal?
Yeah, am I not a mermaid?
No, you're a
No.
stingray, honey.
Oh, no. This is why I never do this. I just was... Oh, God, why can't I get this right?
You just need more
And-
practice. That's all.
So Katie is actually like has her hands on her face right now. I'm just imagining the little stingray flippers are like doing that. Like she's just rubbing her forehead, what would be her forehead, with the little ends of her body.
You're not being able to see my mouth because my eyes are on the back of my head and my mouth
Yeah.
is here. So if I'm... You can see my mouth, but not my eyes. That's very strange. Logistically, that's strange. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna...
Can you like blow up the ship in this form or something? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't really know what stingrays can do.
What if we swim toward the boat? I'll try to stab it with my sword, and then, like, Crystal, we can also try to use you like a javelin and poke a hole. Also,
And I'll die. Stingrays are really good stingers. I don't think I want to do that.
okay,
Maybe not that. Let's think of something else.
we could throw you on board and scare them.
But I can catch up with the boat now. So I think.
All right.
Can't I?
So Crystal, while you're above water and you're still talking to them, you begin feeling like you can't breathe.
Oh shit. And I just like duck down into the
Yeah,
water.
as soon as you go back into the water, you feel like you can breathe again.
Oh, I don't love this. Why can't it be a mermaid? I can't just be a mermaid for once. Oh gosh. Okay.
You know what's funny? If you were a reverse mermaid.
That would have been weird. But anyway, that wouldn't have helped me in the situation. I wouldn't have been able to swim faster.
Yeah, but it'd be funny because
It would be
top
funny.
half is a tuna.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna keep swimming, and would I be able to take them with me? I guess I'm not that big.
Yeah, you're not that big.
I'm just gonna tell them I'm gonna make for the boat instead of, because I feel like if I wait any longer, it's gonna get out of range for me.
All right, so you begin swimming for the boat, and we switch back to Bentley and Richard on the boat itself. And the pirate commander looks at you two again. He says, I'm going to give you one last chance. Jump off now and leave us be, and we let you live.
Richard, do you have any extra weapons?
Extra weapons? I have this rapier.
No. Need something I can throw.
No, I don't have anything like that.
Mm-hmm. How close is the nearest enemy?
So they're going to be about 20 feet away from you guys.
All right. Are they like standing next to the edge on the other side of the ship?
They're not like right up on the railing, but they're more towards the edge of the other side of the ship, yes.
How far away from the other railing are we?
From the other railing, I would say the ship is going to be about 35, 40 feet wide.
Damn. Check my HP real fast. All right,
Well,
I'm going to like look at him. I'm going to look at Richard, and I'm just going to like push Richard over the railing into the water.
Okay. So, Richard, do you
puts
put
up no resistance?
Okay. Richard's like, I'm okay with this. So Richard swan dives off the back of the railing into the water.
And then I'm gonna make a thrown weapon attack towards, I don't know, the closest one.
Okay. You like just the closest enemy?
Yeah.
Okay, with what weapon?
A dagger.
Okay. So make an attack roll.
That would be dex because I'm throwing, right?
So you can use strength for throwing. The dagger just has an ability that allows you to use dex instead.
Nope. That's a crit.
Okay, so that's 2d4.
And then I'm going to imbue the dagger with Thunderous Smite.
Oh my god. Go ahead and tell the rest of the class what that does.
So I get to do an extra 2d6 thunder damage. Let me find a d4. And then they need to make a strength saving throw. Be pushed 10 feet back and knocked prone. So I'm trying to do is knock one of them off the ship.
Well, what I'm going to tell you, so that's just for that one guy?
Yeah, just for that one.
And keep in mind that's 4d6 because it's double dice.
Oh, right, yeah. So, well, rip.
I was going to say, hopefully he survives long enough for us to question him.
Well, he got a 1, so he is not going to be prone if there's any life left in him. What'd you roll?
20 damage.
Okay, so you basically cave in his entire torso with your dagger as it blasts his dead corpse over the railing.
Well, that didn't work how I wanted it to. I'm just gonna
And you see as the pirate guy's like, "What the hell? Everyone shoot him!"
I'm just gonna lean backwards and try and dive off the boat.
Okay, so what I want you to do is you're gonna make an acrobatics check to see how gracefully you do this as the guys with the guns on you open fire because you threw a dagger and caved in one of their friends' chests.
It's 13.
Okay, does a 16 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so it'll eliminate that one and that one. An 18.
That matches.
Okay. Oh, well, that makes that easier. Okay, so that is 4 hits. Let's see what happens. So that's going to be 11, and then... Oh, God. How many hit points do you have left, Bentley?
I had 32.
Okay, well, you take 24 on the second volley.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm unconscious in the water next to Richard now.
So Richard, he shoves you off, and then he throws his dagger trying to be Mr. Cool Guy, and
then a light
4 shots right to the chest and rolls off the back of the railing and just plops into the water.
And you also hear a lightning strike because it's 300 feet can be heard.
And so here's what we're dealing with now. Bentley, would you remind the viewers what kind of armor you're wearing?
I'm wearing heavy armor.
All right, so Richard, you see as Bentley begins sinking. What do you do?
Hold on, I know what I want to do, but I just want to make sure that this will work real quick. Cure wounds. Does he have to be able to hear me for the spell to work?
But why would I
Pretty
have
sure
to
you
be able to
touched.
hear?
I don't know. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. So Richard is like, this fucking idiot is going to start swimming down and try to like get to touch Bentley.
Okay, so that is a touch spell. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna roll to determine how far away he falls to you. Okay, that's not far. So I need you to make an athletics check to try to swim down to him.
Yeah. Okay. That's an 8.
Okay, so he is descending faster than you can get to him.
I feel like that's going to be a death saving throw.
What I'm gonna, so Bentley, go ahead and roll a death saving throw.
Oh no!
Did you fail?
I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
That's 2 fails.
All right, Crystal. So it's about this time you come swimming up. What do you do?
Oh my god. I mean, I guess I can see him sinking, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You see, you see better than you've ever seen before, and you see Bentley sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh god. What can I do?
We can't be that deep right now because we're close.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
dock.
You're in the dock, so you're only going to be about 30 feet down when he hits
Have to
rock
be deep
bottom.
enough for the ships to be there.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do anything.
I was thinking it's like I'm going to be like fucking 800 feet deep into the ocean.
Yeah. No. Also, keep in mind that you cannot cast spells while wild shaped.
Fuck. Well. Okay, fine. Can I let go of the wild shape? Like
You can. You
And
can
I'm
swim
at-
down to him and then
Okay.
unwild shape.
I'm gonna swim down to Bentley, and I'm gonna undo the wild shape, I guess.
Okay, so that will be either an action or a bonus action.
Okay. And then I want to cast Mold Earth as a cantrip. And
Does that have a verbal component?
I don't think so. It doesn't mention anything about.
She's trying to help you. Shut up.
Actually, that's a good question. Does that have a verbal component? No, it is only somatic. That means hand gesture.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about.
Yeah, there's no verbal component. What are you doing with Mold Earth?
I wanna like build a column,
A hill or like
lift him up.
water.
Okay, so I'm gonna say there was already a bit of earth jutting out from the ground.
Mhm.
You're gonna lift up a 5-foot cube of dirt that is gonna stop Bentley about 15 foot under the water.
Okay, and I'm gonna swim, and then I'm gonna try and drag his ass up. I mean, I know I'm probably not gonna be successful, but like.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that you doing this, you and Richard, you will be able to drag him up. But this is what's
Richard just needs to get close enough to touch him. So
this is what's going to happen. So he's not falling any deeper. So Bentley, you have one death saving throw to make, and then Richard will be able to get to you.
All right.
Where's the rest of us?
Now,
Where's Taylor and Amy Ann? Is there any way they could come help?
so y'all are swimming, but you were a little bit farther away. You guys are going to be out of reach on this one. Now, Bentley, I am reminding you, you have 4 good omens.
Yeah, it's a good omen.
All right.
I kind of want to die just because it would be funny.
Oh shit, that was a 3. No, I'm just kidding. You got an 11, which is going to be just enough. And so next turn, Richard gets to you, and you were going to cast, was it healing, cure wounds or whatever?
What? As he had the surface? If we're going to be in the surface. You guys were like, does it have a verbal component? Cure wounds has a verbal component.
So I have healing potions. He'd have to swallow them though.
What are you saying, that healing potions don't work like in Baldur's Gate 3, where you can just throw them at someone to heal them?
I don't know.
Is he actually dead? Is there no way we can save him?
I did my best.
Okay,
I really did my best, and I'm Crystal, and I don't actually care if Bentley dies.
So if he,
If Tyler wants his character to die, I feel like
this is what's going to happen. Listen.
Oh, okay.
In this one instance that Richard is going to be okay to use his cure wounds to keep Bentley from dying. He's still got to make it to the surface. We'll see what happens then. But
Could we say if you use the bracelet that he can cast it through the bracelet?
We'll say with the power of friendship in this one moment, he can do that, because I'm not giving y'all a free pass to do that the rest of the campaign.
We could do all of our spells silently because we could just say
only spells that affect the person that can hear the bracelet.
And so Bentley is stable. Go ahead and roll your dice.
My D8. That's a 6 plus 4, so 10 HP.
Cool.
Okay. Now let's see how this works. So a creature can hold its breath a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier.
I should be fine then.
But you didn't get a full breath. So what is your Constitution modifier?
+3.
+3? Okay. I'm going to say you guys have 5 rounds to get Bentley to the surface along with Bentley's assistance.
So can't I just swim up?
Actually, you make a good point. Fine. You guys are at the surface.
The DM suddenly decided that the heavy armor no longer matters when my own strength allows me to.
Well, it's a difference of you being unconscious.
Yeah, it's you being unconscious.
To the surface.
It's not just you are unconscious. It's like, then it's also, and I'm not saying this as like derogatorily, but just statistically, the 2 weakest characters in the party are trying to drag your ass to the surface in your heavy ass armor. And so Bentley pushes off from the pillar of dirt made by Crystal, and everybody makes it to the surface as you guys see the fleet of pirate ships disappearing in the distance.
There goes my blowing a hole in it.
And this is
crazy. I think I just met God for a second.
It's about this time Taylor, Jacobs, and Amy Ann pull up on the party.
Are you guys okay?
Well, yeah, we're fine. But did that guy get knocked off? Is there a body?
Oh, yeah,
anywhere?
there's definitely a dead body in the water with like a dagger sticking out of it.
God damn it.
Did you kill that guy?
I was trying to knock him off so that we could question him, but I guess I don't know my own strength.
See what I'm saying, Bentley? A license to kill. I'm glad you're finally embracing it.
I'm so glad you guys are okay. That's crazy. It seemed like there was a lot of gunfire. Richard, are you bleeding? Are you okay?
Richard is not okay.
Oh my gosh, are there sharks in these waters? We probably should get going if you're bleeding profusely, Richard.
No need to take this offline. Overworked and Underplayed will circle back after these messages.
So Bentley, in your studies at the library, you would know that there are people in the city that could potentially speak with dead corpses.
Oh, cool. So you're saying that I can use my metagame knowledge to accomplish this. Hey, guys, grab that body. We might be able to get someone to question it.
That's
am not
gross.
touching
You can't get it yourself.
You made this mess.
Richard is going to cast Mage Hand. And he's just going to drag the floating dead body behind us.
Richard can sit on Taylor's back.
I'll allow it.
It's got to, with the buoyancy, it's got to weigh less than whatever the weight.
Yeah. Richard's in full tugboat mode.
Nice.
All right, so you guys make it back to the docks, and Bentley, you and Richard are able to pull the body up onto the docks.
All right.
So what now?
Around.
We need a lot of healing, I feel.
Healing. We need to know where they went.
You see as the Lord Protector is just kind of standing there and was like, Sir Bentley, that was amazing! I've never seen such feats of daring and bravery. And you too, little Richard. Your vigor and the enthusiasm you showed. They will speak of this for ages.
Yeah, sure, thanks. By the way, you would happen to know anyone that can speak to dead people, would you?
He says, I tell you what, why don't we return to the keep, and I will fetch my finest clerics to help you all. You look a little beat up.
Sure.
And he looks at Bentley and goes, Are you bleeding?
I'm fine.
You look down, there's just like blood pouring from a few spots.
It's just a flesh wound.
Just a scratch.
Yes, he would like healing, please.
Let us all return to the keep, and we will take stock in what has happened tonight.
I think that's a great
Probably for the
idea.
best, considering I'm out of level 1 spells.
Yeah.
I have 2 level 2 spells, though. Unfortunately, level 2 spells with paladins seem kind of useless. Except for upcasting Smite.
Why didn't we give Fizzlebang a bracelet?
Wasn't that an idea we had at some point, but y'all wanted to
Yeah.
give it to someone else?
Yeah. Or we just didn't have enough. We didn't have enough bracelets at the time.
Y'all gave it to the captain for the downline or whatever.
Oh! Would Montauk know? Because he used to be a pirate.
We should probably bring him in.
Yeah, he might know these guys. He might know what happened.
You want to go check on the crow's nest?
We can just call him.
Yeah,
He's got a
'cause
bracelet.
he's got the bracelet. Yeah.
So you try calling him up. He replies back, "Yes, we are currently patching up the crow's nest right now. A bit of a tussle, but nothing we couldn't handle. Huzzah!"
That's what we like to hear.
For a minute, I thought that was going to be his voicemail, and it was just going to be like, call again later.
100% same.
Hey, do you know anything about these guys that just sieged the city for like 5 minutes?
He said, "Yes, they were the minions of the Dreadlord Pirate Bootleg."
Dreadlord Bootleg?
Yes, he's
Steal
a much...
a lot of stuff?
Yes, very unscrupulous. Has no common decency or respect for intellectual property whatsoever.
That's funny, Alex. That's good.
That was good.
I like that. That was good. Okay, so what do you think he wanted?
I'm not certain. It was a very targeted attack, very quick. Almost, it feels like they were looking for something very specific. Did you see anything?
They kidnapped Fizzlebang.
They kidnapped Fizzlebang?
Yes.
Then we must get him back.
We tried to. Crystal even turned into a manta ray or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, will you join us?
I'm not sure that I will be much assistance, but I think I might know someone who can help. The artificer Mateo, I believe that he can be of assistance. You will need to depart fairly soon and try to sneak into the headquarters of these pirates.
Okay.
We've already proven that we can't sneak in places, so this is probably not a good mission for us.
Okay, Crystal, I'm sorry I messed that one up. I apologize. Next time I'll listen to you. I'm sorry.
But
Yeah.
you don't have to listen
What
to her, that's
happened?
fine.
I'll tell you later. We'll talk about it later. I messed up, so
No. I'm sure whatever it was clearly her fault.
Actually,
Crystal's not questioning why she didn't let Bentley drown.
oh my god.
so we get the information from Mateo, which we already knew from Fizzlebang. He gave us that info. So
Yeah, and the last thing that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say. So do you think we need to leave like tonight?
You would need to recuperate from your injuries, but I would leave as soon as I could. They will be retreating to the public domain. It is a dangerous place, lawless.
Oh my gosh.
And you will find these minions of Bootleg in this place known only as the Pirate Bay.
Love it.
Alex.
Chef's kiss.
You make me so
Has it ever been shut down before?
I was going to say, is it one of those bays that's not in the same location?
Yes, the pirate citadel is movable because from time to time the Imperial law enforcement does send in a crew to shut it down, but they just pop up somewhere else.
So what I'm hearing is the Pirate Bay is actually a giant pirate ship.
It's more of a concept than a place, really, but it can be found for those who seek it.
Cool. Vague as usual. Okay.
So, could we theoretically heal on board a ship
Potentially.
if we wanted to go ahead and chase after him as soon as possible?
You could, but the seas can be dangerous.
Yeah, but I feel like Fizzlebang's probably, in some trouble.
Yeah.
They're probably pulling his fingernails off right now.
Yeah.
That's so dark. Why would you assume that's what they're doing?
Well, why
Jesus
wouldn't they?
Christ, is that what you do to people?
No, I'm just saying that it seems
Her
like
mind is
he's in
on
danger.
her.
We've heard the stories.
Goes to extraction.
He
You seem very happy to just kill anyone.
We
He,
have that license, Bentley.
He says, I tell you what, I will send for Fabrizio Matteo and see if he is, see where he is. But I'm not sure if he is even in the city tonight.
They're gonna get further away if we lose like 12 hours or whatever.
I will see what I can do. I will send for you as soon as I hear word.
Cool.
We'll be at the Lord Protector's house.
Hopefully he has new fancy clothes because these are probably pretty shitty now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have a montage where you're getting back into your old digs like, oh yeah, let's do this.
Not smelling like a harbor, you know.
Taylor explores this new power where she flexes and there's a ripple and something gets a little damaged.
I mean, he was only ever wearing the same thing he was always wearing, so
Oh no, you smell like the bottom of a, you know.
it's fine. He got a new robe. They cleaned his armor up. For him
Yeah, I was
again.
gonna say.
I'm just imagining like Bentley standing in a stall and there's just somebody with a pressure washer.
Yeah, that's exactly what had to have happened.
I imagine there's a few dead pirates. I know we managed to take out a few of them, or even the alive pirates that some of the city guards had to stop some pirates. We might be able to get some pirate digs that we can use when we get to the pirate bay.
Hey.
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah. Should probably do that.
Anyway, we need to take this body to. They say you said the cleric was coming to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see here. Let me look this up. So
Studies indicate that we'll be able to ask the corpse a couple questions, so we need to determine what we want to ask.
We're gonna have a hilarious honor among thieves situation.
So I will say you guys managed to cobble together. Oh God, that's the wrong word. You guys managed to gather 3 pirate corpses. You can ask each one. You can ask each one up to 5 questions.
Oh, cool.
How did you become a pirate?
No, don't waste a question on something stupid like that.
So the cleric,
Fire backstory.
the cleric comes down. He says, "Evening. I've heard you are in need of my services."
Oh yeah, could you cast Speak with Dead on these guys so we can try and find out where their base of operations is?
And he says,
Probably one at a time though. We don't want
just-
all 3 of them to thinking we're asking them the same one question.
Yeah, just one at a time.
All right, so you see as he gently places one of the corpses on a table, and he breaks out some incense and begins burning it, and you see as he begins performing some holy rites, and he says, this one, yes, we will be able to speak with this one. Then hold on as I cast the spell, and you see as he leans down and looks like he's getting ready to whisper something in its ear and says, "Hey!" And the corpse just kind of stands up, sits up and looks over at you.
That scared me.
Right, so, we need to ask where the pirate bay is right now, I guess, would be the first question.
Oh, yes, the Pirate Bay, our home. It does move from time to time, but we are on the far eastern side of the Azure Bay.
All right. What else should we ask? Should we ask, why did you take Fizzlebang?
Who's Fizzlebang?
Oh, well, shit.
Why did you attack the city?
Boss was looking for somebody.
Fizzlebang.
How many questions was that? That was 3 so far?
That's 3.
That was 3 questions. You've now asked 4.
Oh my god. It's one of those.
He probably just wants to die again.
He's just kind of looking back and forth.
If you were going to go about getting back at the pirates and stealing back the person they stole, how would you go about it?
That's a very good question. I would probably try to blend in, go incognito. And you see as the corpse collapses.
We should ask where they store people.
I feel like that's a little bit more important than asking if we should sneak into a pirate base.
Too late
Well, it's a
now.
good thing we have a bunch of corpses, Bentley.
The cleric says, "Are you ready for me to perform the rites on the second corpse?"
Yes, please.
Richard's
you
like,
see-
no, we're
Let's not
not.
have to waste
Puts his
any more
hand out.
questions.
Richard
getting-
would like us to get organized.
I'm getting some conflicting information here.
Just wait a second.
Okay.
Richard will go ahead, Richard.
Okay, yeah, we definitely need to not only figure out what questions we need to ask, we need to figure out how to ask them specifically. Because, like, like, oh, can you do this thing? The guy's like, yeah, I can, and then doesn't do it.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step away for a couple of minutes and let y'all get questions together so I don't have time to come up with witty responses.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's fair. Thank you.
All right, let the interrogation begin.
I
Right?
think we need to put the chat in to Alex.
Here, I'll do it on my phone. I'll post it into the Reese's Pieces chat.
Perfect. All right, Mr. Cleric, we're ready.
Okay, so he once again does all the rites and everything, leans down. Hey, you! The corpse sits up and it looks straight at Bentley and he says, Hey, you're the asshole that caved my chest in.
I'm just not going to respond because I'm not going to screw this up.
I think Richard had some questions.
Turns its head. Yes. What?
Your group leader, Mr. Dreadlord Pirate Bootleg, is he working with anybody?
He works with other pirates.
Helpful.
Okay.
Yeah, classic. That's good. So we know he's not a loner. Where do you guys keep the high-value captives that you've kidnapped?
In the brig.
So there's one single brig. Where in your...
Yes.
Here's a piece of paper.
No, I'm just kidding.
Here's a piece of paper. I hate the way. So I don't know the rules of like, will you do this versus like, can you do this or whatever. But anyway, where do you guys keep the treasure specifically, like in your location, not just in the treasure vault?
Oh, yes. That's well, each of the ships has their own treasure hold, but at the lower level of the pirate bay, there is the Grand Vault. That's where Bootleg keeps his own private stash.
Of stolen movies.
Of stolen movies. How many pirates and or other people under his employ are in the pirate bay?
You see as he holds up one of his hands and holds up like a stump on the other arm, and you see him like moving his fingers, and he goes, I can't count that high.
But you know how high you can count.
I can count to 20. He says, I do the fingers and I get to 10 and then I start over. And then when I get to the end of that one, I try to do it again, but I can't remember how many times I've done it. So
That's just relatable, honestly.
All right, then. How many
I
questions?
think that was 5, right?
Yeah.
and you see as he collapses, as soon as he finishes describing his system of counting. And the cleric says, shall I gather the last one?
I think someone else should ask. Richard's too frustrated to continue.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it this time. Yeah, please.
I think so. One sec. How many did we just do?
You guys said 5. I wasn't keeping track.
I think
he skipped or didn't ask one of the joke ones that I put in there. So
okay.
I think that's why there's an extra one.
Okay,
I think he asked something else.
got it.
Yeah, I think we're ready for the last one.
Hey, listen up! And he sees the corpse sits up and turns, and it's just kind of eyes wide. He goes, where am I?
Is there a password to get into the pirate bay?
A password to get into the... No, but you will need a... You have to have a VPN.
Okay. What is the best escape route to escape the pirate bay should it be attacked by authorities?
Well, in the event that it's attacked by authorities, the standard procedure is for all the ships to disconnect and all head in different directions until we can reform somewhere else.
All right. Why did your boss need to capture someone from the city?
I don't know. I just work here.
Has your group recently found any strange items that are a source of great power that you might have heard your boss talk about?
He said something about this thumb he found, but other than that, I don't know.
Thumb. Maybe the thumb drive. That could be, I don't know. Oh, and last question. This one's the most important. If I kill your leader, do I become the leader of the pirates?
I don't know. I'm not an expert in pirate code. And he collapses.
Well, that was pointless. That was the most important question.
That's why you saved it for last.
Yeah.
And the cleric turns and he goes, "Will you be needing my services for anything else?"
Did he heal us? Oh,
Yeah, you guys are healed up. They fixed you guys up once you got back to the castle.
I know. I think we're good now. Thank you for your help. Do I recognize which god he serves? Which of the dragons?
So this one would be... I actually pulled that up just in case you asked. So this one would be Maruda the Selfless.
Maruda the Selfless. Cool.
If you don't mind, do you have any further use for these bodies, or shall I take them with me?
What are you going to do with them?
That's not important.
I mean, Amy Ann, are you going to pull their teeth out?
I don't need their teeth.
Okay,
Bentley.
then yeah, I think we're done with them.
Okay, excellent.
Is it weird what you're going to do with them?
Just bring us their clothes.
Oh, yeah.
This
We do
condition.
need those.
All right, so I will say that it's pretty easy for them to gather enough pirate stuff off of the dead pirates to outfit you guys if you so choose.
I'm
Were
gonna
there
wear my
any
same
heavily
pants.
armored pirates that we saw, or am I going to have to ditch my armor?
There were no heavy armored pirates.
I feel like you could find something that could cover, right? Like a big cloak or something.
Yeah, I was just trying is there like a black curtain anywhere inside the castle? Kind of hole in?
Sure. You make you a cloak to go over your armor.
Neat.
Cool. A black hooded cloak.
Yeah, sure. The royal tailors get right on it for you.
Can I wear an eye patch?
Sure.
Okay.
Taylor has a hook hand.
Can I go the opposite route and wear a straw hat?
Is anyone doing a peg leg?
All right. All right, let me guess. Tyler, you're also wanting stretchy arms?
Yeah, that'd be great too.
Some denim shorts and a red vest.
You know what? Let's just change my entire character's power profile to just be.
Luffy?
Yeah, we're not doing that. All right.
No, not Luffy. Do Ace from One Piece. He just turn his body into fire and do fire attacks.
So after you guys finish questioning the pirates, Lord Longshaft is gonna say, "There is a artificer downstairs named Mateo that's here to see you. He said he was sent by Aiden Montiac."
Yes.
Man, Montac's always coming in clutch, isn't he?
He really is.
He says, "Well, are the lot of you ready to depart?"
Yes?
I think so. Can we send a message, or do we know how we can contact D'Artarian or Adrian?
I think he said he'll find you.
Oh, he will? Okay.
Yeah.
What about, before we leave this continent, what don't we still have some allies in prison?
Should we break them out and bring them with?
Well, I mean, or just like have the Lord Protector maybe
Crystal has some allies in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, your friends who are trying to get your cell phone back.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we've due to the circumstances of the fact there was a changeling and everything else, we've released them.
Okay.
We should send them something.
Yeah.
Send them a fruit basket.
No, it's just a bunch of oil.
Sorry,
Just
you
get
guys
really
got imprisoned.
insulting.
Yeah.
Should we contact Matt Daemon about Fizzlebang? Because he works for him.
That will be working remotely.
A gratitude today keeps the haters away, and that's why we want to thank you for listening to Overworked and Underplayed. You just heard Alex Caps as our DM, Annalyn Hardy as Taylor Jacobs, Katie is Crystal, the one and only, Marjorie is Amy Ann, Marcel Hardy is Richard Cox, and Tyler is Bentley. Episodes are edited by Marcel, and Circle Back episodes are edited by Katie. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll circle back in 2 weeks on November 14th for the next episode. Until then, you can help us out by following us on social at OWNUPPod. That's OWNUPPOD, subreddit r/OWNUP.
Just like it's always going to be Pischetti. It's Reese's.